So today we're adding and subtracting polynomials. What comes to mind when you hear the word monomial? One. Like one, okay. What else comes to mind? What else comes to mind? Anybody? Okay, the number one. So when we talk about a monomial, it means an expression that is a number, a variable, or a product of a number and one or more variables. These are some examples of monomials. The number 12 would be a monomial. A variable by itself would be a monomial. Negative 5x squared y would be a monomial. Why is this a monomial? Because it's a product of a number and one or more variables. Now, c over 3, this would still be a monomial. Why is this a monomial? Because one number and one or more variables. Because this is still a product of c times 1/3, right? So this would still be a monomial. Okay. The degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents of its variables. Pleasure. So if we needed to know the degree of the monomial, let's say 2x squared y cubed. The degree of the monomial is the sum of the exponents. So what's the sum of these exponents? 5 would be the degree. So what would be the degree of 7x? 1. What would be the degree of 15? The sum of the exponents of its variable, 0. Yes, yes, Lalo. So like 14x plus the exponent. Yes. That's the degree of the monomial. Now a polynomial, by looking at the word and hearing the word polynomial, what comes to mind? Polygon? What does poly mean? Many. Okay, so a polynomial is a monomial, or the sum or difference of two or more monomials. This is an example of a polynomial. Can we find the degree of each of the monomials? What's the degree of 3x to the fourth power? What about the degree of 5x squared? And the degree of negative 7x? And the degree of 1? 0. Notice the degrees are descending from left to right, 4 to 0. Do you see that? This means that this polynomial is written in standard form. So a polynomial is in standard form when the degree of its monomial terms decrease from left to right. Do you see how they're decreasing from left to right? Okay. Now the degree of a polynomial is the same as the degree of the monomial with its greatest exponent. So the degree of a polynomial is the same as the degree of the term with the largest exponent. So what is the term with the largest exponent? Okay, so what is the degree? 4. So that means that the degree of this polynomial is 4. Okay? You can name a polynomial based on its degree or the number of monomials it contains, or its number of terms. So for example, if we have the polynomial 7x plus 4, what is the degree of this polynomial? 1, because its largest exponent is 1. The name when the largest exponent is 1 is linear. And the way I remember this, I remember y equals mx plus b, slope-intercept form, where x always had the exponent 1, right? So when the degree is 1, it's linear. How many terms are in this polynomial? 1, 2. There's 2 terms. Because there are two terms, this is a binomial. So if I gave you 7x plus 4 and I asked you to write the polynomial in standard form and then name the polynomial based on its degree and number of terms, you would say that this polynomial is linear binomial. So let's say you have 3x squared plus 2x plus 1. What is the degree? 2. The largest exponent is the degree. When the degree is 2, it is called quadratic. What is the number of terms in this polynomial? There are 3 terms. There are 3 terms. That means this is a trinomial. Let's say you have 4x cubed. What is the degree? 3. When the degree is 3, it's said to be cubic. And how many terms? 1 term, therefore it's a monomial. We had 9x to the fourth power plus 11x. What is the degree? 4. Exponent 4. The largest exponent. Therefore, this is 4th degree. How many terms? This is a binomial. What if you have a number only? What is the degree? 0. So that means it's called a constant. How many terms? So that means it is a So when we're adding polynomials, we can add vertically or horizontally, but still getting to the same answer. So if we add vertically, we're going to start by rewriting the problem and making sure that when we write the second polynomial, we're lining up our like terms. So plus 2x squared minus 9x plus 1. Have I lined up the like terms? Yes. If I add 4 plus 2, 6x squared, 6x plus negative 9x, negative 3x, 7 plus 1 is 8. If we're going to add vertically, still doing the same thing, we're just combining the like terms. So 4x squared plus 2x squared is 6x squared. 6x plus negative 9x, negative 3x, and 7 plus 1 is 8. We get the same answer either way. So we have to subtract polynomials. We're going to distribute the minus sign so that we can make this into an addition problem. So when I distribute the subtraction, this becomes plus negative x cubed plus 8x squared minus 11. Once I've done this, I can set up my problem vertically. 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x. I'm going to line up my like terms. Plus negative x cubed plus 8x squared plus 0 to hold the place minus 11. I'm going to add a 0 over here just to hold the place. Have I lined up my like terms? So 2x cubed plus negative x cubed is what? X cubed. 5 plus 8, 13x squared. Negative 3x plus 0. And 0 minus plus negative 11.